So in this video we are going to see our VGG19 architecture on our cotton disease prediction. Similarly, if you don't know what VGG19, so here it is our image. First we have our image, then we have our convolution layers. Here we can see our kernel sizes. So it is better than our AlexNet because in our AlexNet it was no sense of that network because sometimes we are using 7 cross 7, sometimes we are using 5 cross 5 and many others. And as we know, in our Alexa model, it was not giving us a good accuracy. So first of all, we have to import our all the libraries. After that, we have to connect with our drive. So after drive, similarly, we have to call our VGG19 over here. As you can see, we from TensorFlow.keras.applications, we are importing our VGG19. So now let me connect with my Gmail account. So here, as we know, in our previous video also we were using our 224 plus 3 only means that we have our 224 cross 224. 3 means we have 3 channels, we have RGB image. So after that we are going to use our ImageNet. So ImageNet are the pre-trained weights that we are going to use. It is this parameter is simply means suppose we have our VGG architecture here and we have here our input. Here we suppose we have our input layer and at last we have our dense layer and our output layer. Suppose it is our output layer and it is our dense layer, it is our flattening layer. So in between we have our pre-trained weights that we are going to use. So we don't want to train again that weights which is already saved in this parameter. With the help of these parameters we are deleting our input layer, our flattening layer, our output layer and our dense layer because we have to provide our own image and our own input. We have to delete our first layer and the last 3 layers from our pre-trained model. It is a similar summary after providing include top is equal to false. We have over here we have deleted our last 3 layers. Now we have to add our new 3 layers for our own output according to our images. So in this line we are saying that suppose for now we are deleted this input layer and we are deleted our flattening layer, dense layer and our output layer. And with the help of this line we are saying that we do not want to train this block again and again. So it should be fixed or it should be freeze. So in our forward and backward propagation this weights should not change. And finally after providing we are providing our own input images and we are saying that at output add our dense layer with the for neurons and our softmax activation function because as we know in our drive we have over here 4 classes. So for the 4 classes we cannot use our sigmoid activation function because it is for our binary classification. So finally in our summary we can see we have added our flattening our dense layer. So here at last we have our 4 outputs. So it will give us the 4 outputs for a image prediction. So here we are using our categorical cross entropy because as we know we are using softmax activation function, so we cannot use our binary cross entropy. So for our optimizer I have used Adam and for a matrix I have used accuracy. Now here we are doing our data augmentation. So in my previous project also I have already explained that what is data augmentation. So here I am also going to explain again. So image data generator. Suppose we have over here less number of images and our face is like this. So suppose while the testing, someone give gives image something like this, or we can say something like this. So our model should work on this type of images also. So internally it will make this type of images with the help of these parameters like shear range, horizontal flip, width, shift. So I have given only three parameters. You can also give many parameters. So after that we are, so for testing and validation dataset we are not giving any parameters because we don't need to give again and again. We should give our rescaling because it is really important for testing and validation accuracy. So finally after that we are providing over here our test path, training path and our valid path. So it is a type of object data augmentation. Now we have to start our augmentation. For that we can use our train augment. It is the same variable that I have taken over here. After that we have to use our flow from directory. So inside this we have to pass our training path and we have to provide our training size as we have given earlier. It should be same. So our class mode, it should be categorical because it is not our binary classification. So here I am giving our batch size. Similarly with our final test and our final validation data set. So after getting this we have to pass our data, our training data inside our model. So whenever we are going to use our data augmentation, that time we have to use our fit underscore generator. So we are using our number of epochs 50, steps per epoch 20, and our validation data we are taking as final test, which is nothing whatever. Okay, here I have done a little bit of wrong. I should use over here test augmentation. So let me, yeah, but it is giving us true information. So after the data sets, we can see over here in our AlexNet model, we was getting around 60 to 70% of accuracy in our test data set. But here also we are getting a very good accuracy like 92%, even 94% at last. So we can say it is a balanced model we have made. Now we have to save our model. So by mistake I have write it over inception. We have to should, it is our VGG 19. It is a plot of our losses. So over here loss are very near. So we can say it is a very good model, better than our AlexNet. If we see our accuracy, so accuracy is very good and it is not an overfitted model. It is a very good model we made. So after saving the model, we have to use that model for our classification. So finally we are preparing our image. I have taken my cotton disease dataset. Inside this we have take our from our test and we have taken our disease cotton leaf. So it is a same image path that we have take. After that we have to convert our image into a same input size that we have already used while training. So after that we have to convert our in image into our array. After that we have to pass our image. Now we have to expand our dimensions for our predictions. After that we are normalizing our image because as we know while the augmentation we have used our over here rescaling. If you remember, rescale is equal to 1 upon 255. So in that case also we have to provide over here same, we have to divide with our 255. After that we have to load our model VGG 19. Simple, we are saying our, so let me execute this first. Now our model is loaded. Now see, why I have used argmax. So as we know, we use our softmax activation function. So after that, it will give us four values. Sorry. Okay. Sorry for that. So it will give us four values. So from these four values, we have to decide that what is our answer. So argmax is will help us to get the highest probability inside that, and that it will tell us the index of that. So here we are getting our 0. It is simply means our class is, let me see over here, uh, our disease cotton leaf. So inside drive, my drive, cotton disease dataset. Inside our test, as we can see, diseased cotton leaf. So it is predicting very well. Here, here it is giving us 0. So it is simply means we have a class 0 over here, 1, 2, 3. So for this class, it should give 0 and it is giving us 0. So it is predicting very well. So this is all about this video. Now we are going to start our object detection also. So for object detection, we will try to solve like TFOD, YOLO with each architecture in object detection. For now, we are just installing our TFOD. So please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.